Alright, 9609 Cedar Knoll Drive in Mason, Ohio. Doing a sanitary lateral inspection for the purchase of a home. We're looking for any structural issues, root intrusion, anything that would be concerning to the buyer. Our access location is the main stack, I'm assuming here. It's the only one that we're able to find. It is back here. That is the door coming in closer to the steps coming down into the basement. This is the HVAC unit and the hot water heater. It's tucked behind the hot water heater, and the access is facing out. And so, it should be PVC. Based off the age of the home, it should be PVC all the way out. It kind of depends on when the neighborhood was started, if there's some clay at some point out there. PVC obviously is a really good material. It doesn't really have any shelf life as of yet, or life expectancy, so hoping it stays good for a century, probably longer than the house will last. Not sure where this actually exits the house, but there should be clean out in the floor right before it exits the house, which looks like that's what we're coming up to now. That connection on the top. Now it's probably covered with carpet because the downstairs is finished with the exception of this spot. So, just so you understand that there is one there. We'll see if we can figure out exactly where that is, but at this point, as long as we don't find anything that makes that the placement of that necessary, we don't really need to locate it. And we'll also run some water at some point so we can kind of watch the line function. Here is another spot. Looks like an outside clean out, but these are usually installed but buried. So if that was ever needed, you could have someone locate it. Those aren't always brought to the surface either. Some of them are spots where when the developer who builds the infrastructure, the neighborhood, puts the roads in and everything, they put the utilities in first, and then they'll stub the sewers up onto each property. And then when the house is built, it will they will just connect onto it, and a lot of times those clean outs are the spots where the house builder had connected to what the developer had installed previously. I'm not really sure where the main is here either, but usually by this time they did, the lines are, the sewer mains are up in the yards on one side of the street or the other, so hopefully should be able to tell by footage. I'd say it's probably on the other side of the street based off of how far I've gone out already. But looks like we might have just got to the main, so I could be wrong. Here we go. So we've made it all the way to the main. Everything looked wonderful. I didn't see any issues at all as far as the structurally. The line looked great. There has been some water run down there, so any low spots would have been highlighted by that. Didn't see any standing water. Anything more than normal. A couple little spots where the normal, little bit of residual water, but no indications of any structural issues at all. So we're going to go ahead and run some water. Pause the video, get some water running in this downstairs bathroom, and that way we can kind of see the line functioning as we pull back. Alright, got some water running in the bathroom sink down here. Should be running out pretty easily now. You should see it run on by once we get to that point, so you can see the water escaping. and it's not a ton of water, but you can't really run anything upstairs. It would all come out the open pipe. This is definitely enough to show functionality and highlight any low spots or trouble areas. But we know from the bush out, didn't see anything. We just like to do this so you can see how it's functioning. And it shows that some of these other branches also allows you to run some water through the branches, because you can't turn the camera up every little branch. It's mainly you're inspecting the main lateral, the main line that comes out of the house. And so there's some branches that you just don't have access to, some connected directly to different fixtures, some of them that are from floor drains, but we're trying to run water in the other places so we can at least get an idea that those lines are open, since we can't get access without removing fixtures. But yeah, it looks like the line's got great pitch. I haven't really seen an increase in volume. Pretty steady, which means the line's got pretty consistent pitch. The water's traveling fast enough to carry the solids, but not so fast that it would outrun those solids. Close here, pull back out of the stack. Here we go, coming vertical. And there we are, out of the line. Again, great news. The line's in great shape. Didn't see any issues at all. Line's open and flowing. Got great pitch. All the connections look nice and tight. Nothing really to report, luckily. So. Yeah, line looks great. So that's going to end the inspection at 9609 Cedar Knoll Drive in Mason, Ohio.